Hello everyone and welcome to our Let's Play series of Kingdom Come Deliverance. This is Colonel RPG, as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today here in Ladechko, I think, as we're gonna find out what... Please stop walking forward, thank you. As we're gonna find out what happened to Fritz and Matthew. Hey, milady. Not milady, milmaid. Hey, Fritz. How's it going, man?
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
What the hell is wrong with you, man? What is wrong with you? Oh
How
my
do you
God.
like it at the mill, Fritz? It's got to be better than the mines.
It's worse here than at Skalitz. There you could disappear without anyone noticing. But here...
But why would you want to disappear? Nimoy isn't here.
No, he's not. But the local foreman is an even bigger ass.
I'm not sure that's possible.
You better believe it. I'd like to pay him back for everything and drown him in the river.
No, you don't. No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. But then again, he might have done something to him.
Drowning? What's he done to you?
It was the first or the second day here. We had a disagreement and I told him off. And then, all of a sudden, we're fighting and that fucker just throws me in the river. I nearly drowned.
Well, how did you get out? I thought you couldn't swim.
I can't. They pulled me out. I was up to my waist in water.
I see. Well, I'd be pretty fucking angry too.
No, you wouldn't.
So you want to pay him back?
Exactly.
Oh, no, you
I
don't.
don't give a shit about anything around here.
He-
But that bastard's in need of a good trouncing.
It sounds like you got what you deserved. Just, you know, fair is fair, right? You got into a fight, and you got your ass handed to you. That's... let's go with that.
I spoke with him briefly and he doesn't seem so horrible.
Then you ought to try working with him.
Contrary
He's
to
a
him,
sneaky bastard.
I should point out,
And arrogant.
contrary to Fritz.
You should see how he puffs himself up when he's off to play dice with Lawrence.
Who's Lawrence? Another mill hand?
Aye, but at the neighbouring mill. They call him the Wren. Damned if I know why. Thomas goes there to play dice with him.
What about the others at the mill? Are they awful as well?
The miller's an old fool. He believes every word that comes out of Thomas's mouth. It's hopeless. And then there's the miller's daughter. She's a pretty lass, and kind with it. And what can she do? Nothing. Not that it stops Matthew gonna see her. But Thomas is the root of the problem.
Do you think he's jealous? Is she a sweetheart?
He might make puppy dog eyes at her, but most of the time he just struts about like a peacock. I really don't think she's the problem.
And what do you want to do about it? Do you think you can come to an agreement?
No fucking chance. Matthew hopes so because he likes it here. It's true the work's better than the mines, but the pay's worse.
So how do you plan on dealing with it? Leaving?
Perhaps. But first, I want to give Thomas a proper trouncing. I mean a real thrashing.
And you think that will help?
Maybe.
Don't enable him.
Maybe he'll knock some sense into that fat head of his. Or he'll be too frightened to mess with me.
That might help.
No, it won't.
Why don't you arrange a fight with him? If we win,
Me?
he'll leave us alone.
He's your boss.
Good.
What?
Oh my God.
We could lure him off someplace far away and then wait for him. Maybe to play dice with Lawrence. He would have to go through the dark woods.
I'll think about it.
No, you won't. You really won't. I'm gonna try... Oh, you can train
I
me
want
on
to
this?
get better at fist fighting.
Certainly.
Oh, that works? Nah, I need to, yeah.
I'm interested in more of...
Can I?
Wouldn't you rather learn?
Yeah, there it is.
What?
Okay. Bye. Yeah, I didn't bring you here to give me a bad name. I got enough of a bad name on myself. I'm the one that does nasty things. You don't. Certainly not under my name. Hey, Matthew. How's it going, man?
Greetings.
The more sensible of the two. The one that actually is a nice person, contrary to Fritz. I never liked Fritz anyway. I did, actually. And I still do. He's a fun character, but it's that, you know, he's not inconsistent in his way of behaving. Can you teach me at stealth? Maybe.
I want to...
You can't become a master overnight.
Shut up.
What? I've heard you don't have it easy here.
So you spoke to Fritz then? I bet that wasn't quite how he put it.
No, not quite. Apart from Thomas's name, the rest was mostly swear words.
I can imagine. I've been hearing the same from him all week. The foreman here is a pain in the arse. He's trying either to wear us to the bone or force us to leave.
Huh.
Always forcing you to work, is he?
If only. That wouldn't be so awful. But nothing we do is good enough for him. There's always some reason for him to yell at us.
I can imagine.
You know what it's like. We do too little, and it takes us too long, and what we eat's worth more than the work we've done, and it's no fun listening to that sort of shit day after day.
Hmm.
And the miller won't stick up for you. I would have thought all the yelling would drive him mad.
Not really. He trusts that loudmouth bastard more than us. He's got us down for a pair of parasites.
I see.
What's so stupid is the mill really needs us. They haven't had any hands here for quite a while, and the mill needs a lot of fixing. But with them around, we can't even get to work.
It's a completely different picture. See, Fritz, you're an idiot.
And you definitely don't... You don't ever provoke him?
I've already told you once, he's an arsehole. I'd say there's nothing we can do about it. If he wants to yell at us, he'll yell at us.
Have you tried talking with him?
What do you think? But that just sets him off. He starts saying we're practically bandits, and what he's going to do about it. That gets Fritz going, and he starts yelling too, and...
Yeah.
And what do you want to do about it? Just run away?
Actually, I'd like to stay here, at least for a bit. I never would have thought I'd like working in a mill. But not with him around. It's unbearable, and there's no one I can complain to. But you could.
Me? Do you think they'll listen to me?
They did once already, didn't they? They hired us because of you. You could have another word with them.
Back then, making promises was enough. Now, it will be worse.
You can forget about the miller. It's Thomas you need to convince.
Yeah, I figured.
The miller takes his opinion seriously. So, will you do it for us? Again?
Fine. I'll try and talk to him.
I'm glad. But try not to get on his wrong side. You won't get anywhere with him then.
I'll keep that in mind.
I don't know if my reputation here is very good.
I'd like to ask about that Thomas again. I'd never have guessed he's like that.
Well, get a job here as a hand and you'll soon see.
And what does he do during the day? Does he work with you?
Good one. He keeps his eye on everything, but his hand only touches the saw when the miller shows up, which isn't that surprising.
Why?
The last time he did anything, he almost took his thumb off with a chisel. I wouldn't put an axe in those paws of his either.
So, he's clumsy and arrogant. That's what you said about your last master, that Nimoy.
Well, aye, but at least you could sneak away from old Nimoy for a bit.
Yeah.
No chance of that around here.
Okay, good stuff. So, that is a very different picture. Not about him just telling him off. That's really nice. See you, Fritz. Should work more. Can't talk to her, can I? Okay. So, one thing I'll do is I'll equip, or actually I'll unequip my cuirass over here, or whatever I have. It's chainmail. This thing is not very good on the charisma side of things. So, looking at my charisma, still don't fully understand how that works, but I can unequip. Oh, but I know what it is. The problem is, unequipping it doesn't make it any better because it doesn't have anything on the slot. And actually, speaking of which, I need to... I wonder if these matter. I hope they don't. But yeah, I'll probably just have... I know what the game is trying to do. The game is trying to have me carry a different set of clothes for charming people, which makes sense. Apart from the fact that it's a royal pain in the ass, and I'm not gonna do it. So yeah, that's basically how that goes. Can I get some more chamomile? I'll get some valerian over here. These ones, if they are the ones that I think they are, they also smell very nice. Oh, I got more chamomile over here. It's good. Okay, good. Now we are a little bit more charming. At least. I don't know if I had more... If I had, flowers in my inventory. Hi, Mr. Miller. Hello.
My respects to you.
Are you happy with your new workers?
They're good carpenters, but someone constantly has to stand behind their backs and keep an eye on them.
Really?
Yes, yes. When I'm there with them, everything goes smoothly. But the moment I leave, I hear Thomas yelling at them.
I've heard.
Oh, I skipped because whatever. But he isn't able to handle everything. Let's go with that.
That's all I need, Miller.
Let's see if I can ask that again.
About the mill.
Again, look, lad. I stand by Thomas. If it wasn't for him, nothing will get done here.
Okay.
Yeah, but Thomas has problems with carpentry.
You're right. You should hear him cursing when he has to turn his hand to it. He knows he'll never be a real miller.
But just because of that?
No. He's not too skilled at handling the water wheel and the mill run either. He can wield a shovel well enough, but otherwise I have to keep telling him how to do things.
And you trust him? Okay.
So he's not been foreman too long then?
No. My son used to run the mill, but then his wagon overturned with him inside it. It'll be a year ago now, come spring.
I'm sorry.
Me too, boy. And after Martin was gone, the other workers left and only Thomas stayed. I don't know what I'd do without him.
What happened that day? Wagons don't overturn themselves.
He was transporting new stone blocks for the mill and he had to take a detour. Since the wagon was too heavy for the ford, it was after a downpour. The load must have slipped and the whole wagon fell on him. I pray it was quick.
So he was alone, with no one to help him.
Of course not. Thomas was there too. He helped Martin to load the wagon in Sasser and both of them set off back.
Huh.
Just the two of them? No one else was there?
No, they always did it that way. Martin didn't like dragging people where it wasn't necessary, when they could be doing work elsewhere. But if I had been there with them, maybe he'd still be alive. Thomas couldn't pull the wagon off him. He ran for help, but it was already too late.
I'm sorry. But I'm sure he's in God's kingdom now.
He was a good boy, a kind soul.
The kingdom hasn't come yet, so I'm not sure how that goes. It's right in the name of the title. Name of the title? Title of the game. Duh.
Have you been without carpenters for a while?
A long time. Since winter, it's been just me and Thomas.
Nobody stays around?
No. These days, it's hard to find a man you can rely on. Young lads today are bone idle. None of them wants to do an honest day's work.
And how many have actually worked here?
About half a dozen, maybe more. We always put up with them till the most urgent work was done, then sent them packing.
And what about Jane? Shouldn't she have a husband?
Oh, that's
by now?
her. Okay.
What are you trying to say?
A pretty girl like her is ripe for marriage.
With a large dowry because she comes from a mill? Well, she had herself a man once, but he ran away during the winter. He wasn't up to the work either.
And how long did he last?
You know, he was here for a while. But back then my son was a foreman and he was a kindly soul. Too kind. He never threw anyone out.
So, everyone started leaving when Thomas took over?
Well, Thomas is a dog on slackers. And just as well. Maybe it's harsh, but that's what you need nowadays.
Yeah,
If we
'cause
don't mill, folk don't eat.
nowadays, huh? That like 100 years ago, it's fine. Nowadays, ooh, no, it's just people eat so much.
So, the moment Thomas became mill foreman, everyone started running off. Not one man could stand it here, even if they had a chance to marry Jane.
Oh, didn't he
Don't
marry?
you think Thomas might be doing it on purpose?
Oh, I thought he was husband.
Sounds to me like he's after the mill, or your daughter, or both.
That's not like him.
No?
He's a good man and straightforward. He knows I can always send for a new mill foreman.
And Jane,
Don't worry about her.
Oh, this
She'll
guy.
wed whoever I approve of. Even Thomas, if he asks for her hand. At least with him, I know he won't leave the mill.
indeed, why would he once he's got rid of everyone else?
That's enough. I don't know why you're trying to slander Thomas, but I don't mean to listen to it any longer.
Okay, not gonna listen, but I wonder what happens if I don't do this quest.
I heard what you asked my father. You can't expect help from him. He's none too sharp these days.
It's all the people eating, I heard it.
And can you help me then?
No. Nobody listens to me. But I
Well-
wanted to say that Thomas does do it on purpose. He did it the same way before.
Why?
Well, it came...
Because he's afraid if someone comes who's more skilled, father will notice and give his job to the newcomer.
And your father lets him? Can't he settle this?
He probably could, but he doesn't want to. My brother was the mill foreman before him, but last year a wagon overturned on him, broke his back. It broke my father too. And Thomas was here the longest. He was always close to my brother, so father chose him as the mill foreman.
Yeah, I think we can all see what happened here. Although, maybe not, but it's a video game. I think we all can see what happened here.
What happened to your brother?
And what does that have to do with this?
You just said it.
You mentioned it, so I was just wondering.
Yeah.
There's not much to tell. A stone block that was loaded wrong, slippery ground after rain, and when the wagon overturned on him, there was no one around to help.
What do you mean, no one? Surely he wasn't alone.
No, he had Thomas with him. But Thomas couldn't lift the wagon off him, and by the time he found help it was too late. And as if that wasn't bad enough, someone robbed my brother while Thomas was looking for help.
Someone robbed him after he was dead.
I don't know.
Don't act like that.
They took a mottled scarf which I gave him as a keepsake. He laughed when I gave it to him. He said it would make him look like a fop, but he still wore it all the time. And someone must have thought it was worth stealing.
But who'd steal a scarf?
Why are you
that's
asking
our...
me? When they brought him back here, he didn't have it. That's all I know.
I'm sorry about what happened to him.
Me too. But it was his own fault. He
No,
brought
he
more
was
people
killed.
with him. He'd still be alive.
The game is
He was
presenting
too-
everything.
He was too kind for his own good.
No, he just got killed by his best friend, apparently. Or maybe, I don't know. She said they were very close, or they were closest.
And Thomas doesn't listen to anyone. Can't you persuade him?
No. He keeps looking my way and tries to be nice, but he doesn't care what I've got to say. When I tell him something, it goes in one ear and out the other.
And this probably won't end well. I understand.
How does... What does that even mean? He keeps looking your way and trying to be nice. How do you know he's trying to be nice, if he's not being nice? He's doing something else, and you're interpreting that something else is trying to be nice. Hey, are you Thomas? Oh, that's him. Oh, I remember you. Yeah.
Good day to you.
The man with the mustache. I don't know what these are.
So what do you think about the workers I brought you?
If I hadn't put in a good word for them, the miller would have thrown them out by now.
No, it's the opposite.
I heard them say something else.
So they're complaining, are they? I provide for them, and all they do is slack off.
Isn't it the miller who provides for them?
Exactly.
He can't manage the work anymore. If it weren't for me, there'd be nothing left standing around here.
Right.
But you need the help anyway. And they're pretty handy.
Maybe, but they're in no danger of overworking themselves. They
That's
act
true.
like they're too good for the mill.
That's
And
true, they're
I
just
saw
sitting
them lining
around.
up Jane.
Nothing strange about that. She's a pretty girl, and she's of an age to marry.
It's not marriage they've got on their minds. They'd have their way with her, then before her belly started to grow, they'd have run for the hills.
Look, we can reach an agreement. You need the mill fixed, they need the money. If they have peace to do their work, they'll be able to finish it faster.
But
And then they'll take their groschen and leave. The mines will open again, and the faster they get their money, the quicker they'll be gone.
do you really think I can trust them to do it? Will they do their work and leave? And leave Jane alone in the meantime?
Of course. They're not interested in the mill. They just need the coin to pay their debts. Once they've got enough, they'll have no reason to stay here.
I never thought we could sort it out this way.
I've known them for a long time, and you can rely on them when it comes to this. Everybody will be better off.
All right. If they keep their part of the bargain, I'll even give them a few extra groschen. But woe betide them if they don't. You can tell them that.
I'm not sure I will remember such fancy words. Hey, wait.
I heard you were with the miller's son when the wagon fell on him.
What of it?
Well, I just heard some talk, and I wanted to get the story straight from you.
Talk? From who?
From
I
whom?
heard some gossip about it at the alehouse. What happened? Was it really lightning that scared the horses?
What? No. There wasn't any storm.
Smarty.
It was just the road was muddy, and so we rode closer to the edge of it.
It's a real stroke of bad luck, isn't it?
Tell me about it. If I'd been behind the wagon, it would have fallen on me too.
And I heard someone robbed him.
Robbed? What kind of nonsense is that?
I heard he was missing something when they brought him back.
What? I don't remember anything.
He had a scarf with him.
Really? I don't know. Maybe he lost it on the way. Or it sank into the mud. Yes, that's probably it. It's still buried there somewhere.
Why did only 2 of you go?
He always did it that way. 2 people are enough for the trip, and if we needed an extra pair of hands, we could always find some local.
Except at the end. If there had been more of you, he might have survived.
Do you think I don't know that? I couldn't move the wagon on my own, so I went looking for help. We'd met a few travelers along the way, and I ran to find them, but it was too late. The weight of it crushed him while I was gone.
I'm sorry.
Me too. Me too. I didn't want to be the mill foreman, but the last thing he ever said to me, the very last thing he ever asked of me, was to take care of the mill.
Well, I hope he's resting in peace.
Amen.
Can you make it any more obvious? He might, if he had said, "Oh, I didn't want to be the meal foreman," but then afterwards we came here, and that's the and yeah, that's what happened. No, he actually went out of his way as he was dying, crushed by the stones. He's like, "If only you could take care of the jobs in the bay." And so yeah.
Lawrence from Bodine sends word that he has some time at night and some groschen.
Lawrence from Budin. The Wren. You've had dealings with the miller Peshek.
Peshek is from, I suppose.
Ah, you have it all mixed up. Peshek is from the Ratai mill.
You're right. I do have it mixed up. And Lawrence, you say?
Did I?
Ah, the Wren, of course.
Ah, I must have misheard you. Yes, I'll definitely stop by.
What was that all about? Why did I do that? No. I'm gonna try and find the scarf. Because you stole it. Because it smelled of, what's her name? Jane. That's right. And you wanted to do unspeakable things with it. Not to it, because otherwise you wouldn't smell of it anymore. Okay. Easy. Let's see. What? I don't... Hi. How's it going? You got a quite beautiful... What's the name of this thing? Barrels. That's right. I read it in the book once. Hi, sir.
I'm not talking to you anymore.
I'm gonna kill you. I mean, I guess he'd be very happy if I killed him. He's like, oh no! The last thing he told me was that he wanted me to marry his daughter and take over the mill. I heard it. Oh, did you see the killer? I did. And that'd be that. That would be that. Now, what I want to do is find where old Thomas sleeps. But I mean, it's the middle of the day, so we should be okay here. Oh, we got a wash myself station over here. Fantastic. I'll stick that. Okay, we got something. Everything. She got up just as I did that.
What's that?
It's nothing. There we go. Was there something? You guys weird and stuff? Should be careful. There's stuff in there. Man, this place is drafty. Someone there, he says. Yeah, I get. Let's actually look at the quest and see if we have. Oh yeah, there it is. So arrange a fight with Thomas, and talk to Matthew. So I can talk to Matthew about just ensuring that they are not doing anything stupid. But more importantly, what I want to do is I really want to find that scarf, because hi.
Have you lost something?
I was gonna knock you out.
Always. I must be going mad.
Hope nobody shows up. Drop the body. I don't think anybody's gonna show up. He came here because I was in combat for a little while. That scared me. He came here because he went there because he heard us. So Jane doesn't talk to us if just normal. Okay. So the intention here is to loot him. Grubby scarf. Can take the keys. I could take more of this stuff, but we're okay. So, that was simple. Hi. Now I can talk to her.
You're probably interested in what Thomas was hiding, aren't you?
I certainly am interested, especially in how you came to know.
I saw it as it fell out of his pouch.
Yes,
and,
as he told
Show
me.
it to me.
As he told me as he was
Isn't
dying.
this your brother's scarf?
That's it. Where did you get it?
As I said, Thomas had it.
He did? And what did he have to say about that?
He didn't.
Nothing. I came straight to you.
Yes.
Oh. I suppose I'll have to decide what to do about it. But I'm grateful you brought this. And maybe... Never mind.
No, he
What is
did
it?
kill. He did kill her. Yeah.
I was thinking you could go to him and tell him I have the scarf. But I think I'll handle it another way.
As you wish. I'll go then.
She's gonna tell her father, I think. Can I go in? Will you? Well, we're out of time for the day. And her father is somewhere else. So that's gonna be interesting. But for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Kingdom Come Deliverance. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Or Defiance, I'm never really sure. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.